Hi everybody, hello, welcome back to our Christmas handbag journal. We're making progress with it. We really are getting the pages filled up, and yesterday we did the little centre spread. It's an altered envelope. Excuse me, but now I still haven't done that page, but I think I'm going to concentrate on this middle, on the actual middle. And what I've decided to do is to use another page out of this splendid kit. It really is. And I'm going to use this one. And I'm going to cut it to size, and I'm going to make two big side pockets. That's the plan. As always, let's see how it goes, but that is the plan. So let me just take this away and put my, if you could only see my desk, it's terrible. It's like the North Pole has arrived. So what I want to do is cut this. I'm just going to turn it over because it'll make my pencil marks easier to see. That's the only reason I'm doing that. So I want to cut this the same size, barring maybe a quarter of an inch, maybe a bit more, half an inch. Let's say we cut it half an inch less, but I want the height to be the same. So I'm just going to line that up there with that one, and that is the same. So I just want to cut down there, and then we'll get cracking with my plan. Hope it's going to work. Let's hope so, because that would be embarrassing. So there we are. Cut that off there. That's a lovely little offcut for something. We shall see. Right. So the overall plan is to pop that there, so we've just got that little bit sticking out each side where you'll see the journal card. Right, so what do I need to do? I need to just glue along the top and the bottom. There's no point gluing in the middle because it'll be folded over, so your journal card won't get to the wrong place. So let's just glue that down. I'll use tacky glue, I think. If it's in the mood to play, you know, sometimes my glues don't want to come out and play, which is fair enough. They live a secret sort of life. I must say these papers, and I'm printing them out on 210 double-sided photo paper, matte. I don't really want that far down. And the finish that I'm getting with these papers is just beautiful. They really are very deep, and they just look gorgeous printed on this paper. Right, so let's pop that down. So we want an equal edge either side, which is about there, I'd say. And just stick that on the top and on the bottom. Lovely. So just give that a minute to dry whilst I explain to you what I plan to do. Right, I've got some green ribbon, lovely dark luscious green ribbon, and I've also got some red ribbon. Let's get this out of here. This is the one I'm after. It's got a little gold sparkle in it. It's hard for you to pick up, but it has got a tiny little gold sparkle in it. And I was wondering if I should use that. The plan is that I'm just going to put this down there. And I'm going to, in the kit you get these 3 ovals. A little sort of angel, a little town snowscape, and some children trimming a tree. So I'll leave the angel to one side, And I'm thinking that I'm going to stick that onto the ribbon. I'll use the same each side. I just haven't decided whether to use the green or the red yet. That's all. And that one there. And then of course we've got our pockets at the side. And these could be pockets. You could pop things behind there if you wanted to use it as a sort of tummy tuck. I think I like, oh, it's hard to say, which do I like better? The red is a nicer quality ribbon, so I'm going to use that. That's what I'm going to do. Right, so I need to work out where my half is. So let's just fold this over. Like that. That's lovely. Let's just burnish that down. Okay. Right. So let's measure what we've got there. It measures 5 inches to the end of the red paper, and that does too. So let's say that 2.5 is our centre. Let's just say that. Let's just do it. I'm going to put a mark there. That'll be the centre of our ribbon, and a mark there. And I'm gonna mark the other one while I still remember what the measurement is, because you know my memory, it's not great. And on this side as well, 2.5. So that's where our ribbon's going to go. So let's get that, well, yeah, let's get that stuck down first. This really is a lovely quality ribbon, and I'm pleased to have it. So I'm going to stick that down with the gem glue. I don't think it necessarily needs the gem glue, it's just I want something quite quick and quite solid. Like that. The ribbon isn't so wide, so that's probably sufficient. Okay. It's coming through, that gem glue is coming straight through that ribbon. That's no good. I'll have to use Fabri-Tac then. Just wipe that off. Yeah, Fabri-Tac it is. So I'm going to cut that off. I've still got quite a bit in the central section of that I can use, but I don't want to use it here. So where's my pencil mark? And where's my Fabri-Tac? I'm still using this one, which I'm storing upside down to try and still have some to use. Come on, open up. Ugh. So it's there, I think. I'll pop a bit there. I think I'll just do it on one end at the moment. Just make sure it's okay. Let me just get my ruler out again. I'm sure if you've got a straight eye in your head, you don't need to do this. Oh, that needs to be quite a bit further that way. So the centre of my ribbon needs to be at 2.5, and that's it. It's perfect. There we are. So I'll just chop this here. This is not a complicated page. This should not be a complicated page. I seem to be making it complicated, but it shouldn't be. We're just sticking ribbon down. So I can see my pencil mark there. So let's hold the bottom and pull that up. Not too much. Don't over tension it. Oh, come on. Like that. Lovely. But you don't want it floppy either. Don't pull it so it bends the page, but you don't want it flopping around. Lovely. Right, so let's move on to the other side. Oh, didn't put the lid on my glue. Forgot about that. Ugh. So a little bit there where the ribbon's going to go. Pop that on. Just hold that in place. Pop another little bit. Ooh, that's kind of not a little bit, is it really? Let's face it, that's not a little bit. And tension your glue, your ribbon down, like that. And the Fabri-Tac isn't coming, oh, it is a little bit there, but it's the best of a bad lot, is the Fabri-Tac. You could have used double-sided, and in actual fact, that may well have been a better decision. But I've used Fabri-Tac now, so I've used it. Let's have a look. Let's just cut the tail off here. Let's have a look and see what we've got. Does that look strange? I'm not convinced it is. Really, 3. Well, it's stuck now, so it's stuck. So we'll leave it as is. Right, let's cut the tails off this ribbon. It's all going well today. I love my new Timmy scissors. I must say I really do. You can at least cut things, which is, I did not have that provision before because I had no scissors that were in any way sharp. So there we go. That's that. Let's just get those gone. Right. So what I now want to do is, there's my centre, my envelope centre. So that's going to look nice against that, I think. And I want to put my ovals onto the ribbon. And I think I might want to do them like that, so they're just, they're offset. I think that looks nicer than just being equal on both sides. So what I am going to do for this is actually use double-sided, which I think will give us a better result. Quite where the middle is, well, that's anybody's guess. Let's just guess. I think it's about there. Don't know if I can tear this, if there's enough to tear. Oh, it's stuck to my wallpaper. No, I'm going to have to cut that one off. There we go. And I'll do the other one, seeing as I'm flushed with success. Or not. Let's just eye that up and see where halfway is. It's about there, I think. Oh, excuse me. Sneezy. It is that time of year, time when there's lots of grass pollen around and stuff like that. Right, let's burnish these on and stick them onto our ribbon. And this is it's a very easy page to do. I mean, despite the fact I've had to measure everything 100 times, blah blah. It is an easy page, but it looks nice. So I want this up at the top. I want to make sure I've got my double-sided in the right place. So there we are, that's one of our ovals. And this one. Let's take the release tape off. I find it easier to take it off with my blade, but it does make the blade sticky, so beware. You might have to change your blade more often. Ooh, put it the right way up. Ooh, that could have been a disaster. So I want it about there, I think. Just make sure it's on the ribbon. Yeah, that's that. So we've got our two ovals on there now. We've got our ribbon. And the page looks really nice. And it's going to look nicer once we get that in there. It's going to look lovely. Right. Great. So now really all we need to do is make our big journal cards for in here. And for that I've chosen this paper. And remember, at the moment we're only doing construction, we're not doing the prettying. That'll come later, because I would quite like a bow, a red bow there at the bottom of that, and a red bow here at the top. I'll do that later, don't have to do that now, just get the construction done. So there's my half, so I need my journal card to come out just a little bit more than that page, and it will stick out, but it won't stick out longer than the ruffles, so it'll be okay. So I want it to about there. In actual fact, it'd be much easier to mark it on the other side. I want it to about there, and I want two of them, but I'll cut one off and then cut the other to match. Just easier doing it on the non-patterned side for me, because I just keep losing my pencil mark and then it's annoying trying to find it. There, so that's that one, isn't it? Yeah. So I just want to cut this one down to the same size. Just move that aside a second just while I line these up and put a mark on where I want to cut it. That's there. Lovely. Right, so that's our journal cards. They're still full width though, so we need to take them down a peg or two. Here's my move aside chopper. He wants to be in the limelight today. So there they are, but they're obviously not going to fit in because of the full width. So I need to move that in a little bit, move that in a little bit, and make them to about there. So I'm taking off 5/8 of an inch, I'd say that is. Make sure that they're both absolutely together before you cut them. There we are. So, moment of truth, do they fit? Well, let's see. That glue might have spread just a bit more than I thought it had, so let's just take another little nibble. Let's nibble it. Don't want to be fighting it all the time, trying to put it in and out. It's just annoying. That's perfect. It goes in beautifully. Of course, when it's closed, it'll only go to the the middle like that. Yeah, that's nice, that looks nice. Let's try the other one for size. Yeah, perfect. I think that one's gone beyond the middle when I pushed it in. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Okay, so we need to back the journaling cards with something because they're just too flimsy. It's much easier putting them in and out when they're sturdier. So let's just get a bit of our thicker card again. Am I going to get 2 out of here? Oh, so close. Oh, yes, I will. Oh, brilliant. That's good. Right, so I'm going to use my Collall to stick these down because Collall itself has a sort of stiffening property. When it dries, it sort of stiffens up really. So I haven't got much to tell you really. There's not a great deal happens around here on a day-to-day sort of basis. So I don't have any news for you, I'm afraid. Cricket's on today, which is why I'm doing this video very early. You might not see it very early, but it is definitely morning. And I'm going to do a walkthrough of another handbag journal that I've finished. Pop that up on Etsy for you. Lovely, I think that'll do nicely. Collars are very easy glue to apply. Very easy. And pop that there. Marvellous. So just caress those down a little bit. I think that will be fine. I'm just going to go around the edges and just make sure that they're all nicely stuck. It's got a corner here that's it. Didn't want to stick down. There we are. If you've got a brayer or anything like that, it's perfect time to use it on a big piece like this. I've lost my lid for my oh no I haven't, it's already on it. Oh well. Oh dear. I've been cutting out some of the fussy cuts this morning that come with the kit. There's quite a few. Some are just too fussy for me to cut out, I'm afraid. Maybe if you had a brother scan and cut or similar, you could do it, but there's some I just can't face. But other ones I've cut out. This one, this one. You get a lot of fussy cuts. The lady. So yeah, so I'll be using those when we come to decorate the journal, which won't be long. We're really making good progress with it. I'm going to ink round these. When we come to decorate, I'm going to probably stencil just a little bit on the back. Just take the plainness away. That's one down. Yeah, the other night when we went out for a little, I think it was Sunday actually, after we'd finished the live, we like to go for a little run out after that, and it just calms us all down and just something nice to do. I don't know, maybe travel maybe 40 miles in total, I don't know. Doing sort of, we look out for roads that look like nobody ever uses them, and we go up there. Sometimes we meet a gate and we can't go through it, so you know, a bit of reversing is necessary sometimes. But oft times we find really nice little roads that, I bet, you know, no more than 20 people a year travel probably. So we found a road the other day and we stopped. We take a sort of little snack with us. I'll call it a picnic, but that's a bit over the top. I've lost my Dober now. Where are you? Come on, where are you? You've got to be here, because I've been using you. Oh my goodness me. This is what you get for having such a mess on your desk. I cannot find it. Oh, it's right there in front of me. What's wrong? Yeah, anyway, we found this spot that was nice, and we thought we'd like to have our sort of little picnic thing that we took with us, and took Bob for a little walk first, and then Mr. F thought he'd seen something that looked like, well, a really pretty little flower, and he wanted me to have a look at it. So we both got out and had a look at this little flower, which turned out to be a viola, which was absolutely gorgeous. Really, really vivid viola. And of course Bobby was in the car. And then after we'd oohed and ahed and taken photographs and whatever, we got back into the car to have our little snack. And lo and behold, somebody who shall remain nameless, but was left in the car on his own, had polished off the entire snack. His snack, our snack, everybody's snack. And I mean, we were only gone 5 minutes. So and there he was, sitting in the back, looking like butter wouldn't melt, while his tummy must have been absolutely full. But however, I hope he enjoyed it. I'm sure he did. So that was the end of that. No picnic. Not that it mattered. I mean, we don't take a full-on picnic when, you know, we're not that hungry at that time of day. But yeah, he'd polished off the lot. So good for him. We used to have a Dalmatian called Solo. She was a terrible thief. I remember once we were visiting my mum and dad. It must have been before we lived up here, and we were staying the night. And in the morning we were having toast and tea and whatever, you know, breakfast. And my mum put her toast out on a plate and then went to, I think she was still making toast, so I think she went to get the rest of the toast. So when she came back, her toast was completely not there, not even a crumb. It's just all gone. Because Dalmatians are quite tall, and she could see up onto the table, so it had gone. Oh dear. Oh, Solo was such a lovely girl. Right, so I've got my 2 journal cards, so let's just check that they are going to go in there and look okay, or do I need to do something else to them? Certainly sliding in all right anyway. Yeah, like that. Now I think what I will do is put a nice green bow on there, on the side. Yeah, that's that. They fold perfectly. Still be able to get our signature sewn in nicely. Lovely. So that is going to go in the middle. And there we have our now completed centre spread, which I think looks really nice. Yeah, I think when you come across that in the journal, it'll make you feel good. Well, it might not make you feel good, but hopefully you'll like it. And they don't come out further. The journaling cards don't come out further than the ruffles. So when they're all in together, yeah, I don't think you'll see them. You just won't see them like that. Yeah. So there we are, making progress. So that's the centre spread now, pretty much finished. As I say, when I come back to decorate, I want to put a green, this lovely organza sheer ribbon, or I've got this green as well, a bow there, and I want to make a red bow for each of the ovals, another green bow there. So there's lots still to be done, but we are making progress page by page. So thanks for joining me for that. I'll see you again tomorrow, no doubt, with another one whilst we make our way through this journal. We're getting there though. There's how many pages still to do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I think all of these are done. Yeah, they're all done. So there's 6 pages still to do, and then all the decoration. I was messing around yesterday with some decorations, and I made these, which I'll show you how to make. They're just easy peasy. But I thought that they would decorate our journal quite nicely. They're not. They're definitely not difficult to make. So we can attach those as and when we come to pretty it up. Okay guys, thanks very much for watching today. I hope you're following along with the journal. There's nothing complicated, and at the end of it you should have a really nice handbag journal. So I'll see you soon. Bye now.